Hello there guys and girls, this is the Prussian Prince with another Rome 2 tournament match, and this is the Team Dignitas Invitational Tournament Round 1, aka Round of 8 match between Panda Warrior and Greek Iraklis. As you can see, it is on Armavir, and we have Bactria for Greek Iraklis, whereas Panda Warrior is playing as Stylus. Now, Armavir isn't really a good map for Bactria, so I would say Tylus is favored here as well, especially as, like, overall, Tylus is a more solid pick as well. Anyway, Greek Iraklis is the one playing as Bactria. He's got the following build: 3 Mercenary Scythian Horse Archers. Then he has Strategist Bactrian Royal Cavalry General, 2 Bactrian Noble Horse, and let's see the skirmishes, because he does have quite a few skirmishes. Has 1, 2, 3, I believe 3 Eastern Slingers, indeed 3 Eastern Slingers, and actually 2 more Bactrian Noble Horse over there, so in total 4 Bactrian Noble Horse. Pretty strong cavalry contingent. In terms of his lines, this is fairly interesting what he's actually doing here. Wow. So he's mixing in thoraxes with levy pikes. This is quite cool. So the center is composed of 2 levy pikes, and then right flank we have thorax with a levy pike. As for the left flank, a thorax, 2 thoraxes with a levy pike. So that's pretty cool what he's kind of going for here. You can see that he's basically brought 3 thoraxes and like 4 levy pikes. Kind of cool to see this from Greek Iraklis, the way he's using it. Or actually, is it 3 thoraxes? No, it's 4 thoraxes. My bad. He has 1 thorax over here as well. Anyway, for Panda Warrior, who is bringing the more stable composition, he has, you can see 1 light horse over here. Interesting choice instead of bringing like the raiding horse. But he did actually bring a raiding horse too. So he has up front, I believe it is 6 tribal warriors, 4, 5, 6 tribal warriors. Indeed, he has 2 Celtic skirmishes and 1 Thracian peltast. Then some skirmishing going on over here. Yeah, okay, so 3 raiding horse and 1 light horse. Indeed. Then we do have a lot of levy freemen. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 levy freemen. Very good units. Again, this noble horse and the Oathsworn Commander General for Panda. It does actually make sense to bring Commander against Bactria, because you're not really worried about melee contingent. So might as well just make sure that your troops don't rout and they get extra melee defense and so on and so forth, because it's not a bad idea at all, actually, against the faction like Bactria. So those are the builds. Again, I would give the edge here to Panda Warrior, I think, anyway, especially as it looks like he has like small downhill advantage, because I guess he must have picked Tylus to go for like, yeah, I mean, this is a very safe pick by Panda Warrior. Tylus on Armavir, super safe, especially if he fights like downhill, which I think he is at this point, because from his perspective, let's see, this is quite odd what both players are actually doing. The way they're positioning their forces, I think that it's gonna change who gets the hill advantage instead. Yeah, we see the levy freemen actually getting really close to the horse archers and now pulling back. Of course, they're gonna take damage from horse archers, but is this really something that'll make the horse archers effective? I doubt so. Even though they're dropping very quickly. But I mean, levy freemen are just such good units against like Eastern factions, at least.
Yes, Commander.
Anyway, here come the raiding horsemen. They're trying to scare away the Scythian horses, but this levy freeman unit will die for sure. But I mean, you shouldn't really spend your ammunition killing it like that. You have to single it out with something like Bactrian Noble Horse and the like. But again, the raiding horsemen actually going to be getting some shots off onto the Scythian horse archers and now into the Bactrian Noble Cav. But raiding horses aren't taking too much damage.
Riders, forward!
This Debbie Freeman is almost dead, but not really worth what Greek Iraklis is doing here. I wouldn't say this is cost effective for him. Maybe if he continues shooting the raiding horse, but he's wasting a lot of ammo because Panda Warrior is pulling back his raiding horse nicely, and this light horse might actually be quite cool to deal with the Eastern Slingers. You can see that arrows are coming in, and still into the Levy Freeman, just absorbing so many shots of these Scythian horse archers, really making them not worth their money at all. Again, these guys are kiting against raiding horse, so more and more damage. I believe they're using heavy shot. Anyway, Panda is like nicely tucked in here, and he's still absorbing the damage with Levy Freeman. He's doing this very, very well at this point, I think. Anyway, let's see. Raiding horse about to catch the mercenary Scythian horse archers, though. This is really good for Panda, and he killed a lot of those guys with his raiding horse. So very nicely done by Panda. Again, he took HP damage on his raiding horse, but if he knocks out the Scythian horse archers without the Scythians doing damage to like his noble horse and his like, tribal line, I think he's in really good position actually in order to win this this game, I think. Anyway, so we'll see. Raiding horse coming up again, so Scythian horse archers will be able to get some free shots off, but we'll see if Panda pulls back. No, he doesn't. Actually moves forward, taking damage from the raiding horsemen. From the Scythian horse archers, but now the raiding horse will get insane shots off on the Bactrian Royal Cav General of Greek Iraklis. That was really nicely done by Panda Warrior. Well, actually a mistake from Greek Iraklis though to push up his cavalry so far forward. He just needs to send his cavalry force behind here and like just skirmish with the horse archers and see if he can do damage. But I mean, Panda Warrior has been wasting so many of his shots. I wonder if there is more ammo even on these Scythian horse archers, because they have to have expended a lot of their ammo. So really well done by Panda Warrior in that regard, I think. Because I mean, sure, he lost almost the whole Levy Freeman unit, but come on, this unit costs like 210 funds, so it's not really too big of a deal. Now the raiding horse will actually try and see if they can do more damage to the Scythian horse archers here. Again, absorbing the damage, but probably he should just be pulling the raiding horse back as soon as the Scythians fire. So this is a mistake by Panda, but he's gonna pull them away. He is gonna get another nice volley off though, and these back to noble horse. So his raiding horse doing lots of work here. Very nicely done by Panda. He's trying to cover his Levy Freeman from getting charged by this Bactrian noble horse with his own noble horse as well. But so far I would put Panda in the lead, because he's getting some nice trades with his raiding horse. Again, more shots off into the Bactrian noble horse, and maybe it's not really killing men, but it's doing HP damage at least. So this is definitely worth it for Panda. Now the Levy Freeman here will get jabs off. And actually, I don't think all of them got jabs off, and he's not actually charging in with the noble horse. I guess or supporting with other units, but the Levy Freeman will die. But this means that the Bactrian noble horse will take even more HP damage. And again, like, all the units he expended to kill this Levy Freeman and all the ammo is not really worth it. And now it's throwing javelins into the Bactrian noble horse. Oof, doing more and more damage to it. Like, these guys are still alive, and he's actually gonna charge them in and get some more jabs off onto the Bactrian Royal Cav. This unit, yeah, it only killed 8, but it took so much ammunition. So definitely that one unit did its job. Now here comes the Spear Warrior unit. I don't think this is good by Panda to send this Spear Warrior out instead of like another Levy Freeman, because Spear Warriors, like, you might need them later into the game to defend against the Bactrian noble horse. I think sending in 1 or 2 Levy Freemen instead would have been better. But again, nice kiting against the Bactrian noble horse, doing damage to it. But he misses his shots as well as the Scythian horse archers, so that's alright for Panda. I mean, as long as the Scythians don't have any more ammo. They still have some ammo left, but once they have no more ammo, like, it should be for sure Panda's game to win, I think, anyway. But this is dragging out to be quite a long game, to say the least. It is getting insanely long. We will see though. Spear Warriors here, like, they can kill so much of this cavalry. Once they pop cavalry counter tactics, they'll be so effective. The Scythian Horse Archers firing into the Spear Warriors. So this is actually better than firing at Levy Freeman, but it still isn't too effective for him. Still isn't. Firing to the rear, though, actually is quite effective against the Spear Warriors. This is good, like, he should continue going forward and pushing them, getting closer to the Spear Warriors so we can get more deadlier shots. More deadlier? Wow, deadlier shots. I'm changing the English language, apparently. So more shots off into the Spear Warriors, doing lots of damage to them, so I think this is worth it for Iraklis at this point, to kill these Spear Warriors. Look at these Spear Warriors just losing so many men. Again, Panda Warrior should have sent up Levy Freeman instead of Spear Warriors, I think, to deal with the cavalry here, because Spear Warriors are far better than Levy Freeman, like, actually engaging the cavalry. But still, there is ammo on the Scythian Horse Archers, so Scythians will actually kill this one Spear Warrior unit. So it's at this point that the Scythians may actually be effective, but I wonder if they have any more ammo. I don't think they have more ammo. I think they have just expended everything, unless he turned off fire at will. And if he actually has no ammo at this point, I would go as far as saying that the Horse Archers have not done their job. But if he has more ammo and he can kill more of these Spear Warriors, or even do damage on the tribals, he might actually have made them cost efficient. But on the other hand, the raiding horse for Panda Warrior, they have done insanely well for him. Like, they have done damage to Scythian Horse Archers, and then they have whittled down the Bactrian Noble Horse quite significantly. Look, 50 men here, 52, 52 here. Like, this is huge. Like, even though he didn't really lose many men in the Bactrian Noble Horse or the Bactrian Royal Cavalry even, what happened is that a lot of HP damage was done. So probably these units will just get slaughtered in melee by, say, Spear Warriors. It seems like this one didn't really take HP damage, but still, and it's quite significant losses. We see this light horse for Panda, not quite sure what it's doing over here. That is quite funny. It's not actually hidden. He should be putting it in a forest or something. Maybe pull it out later once Greek Iraklis forgets about the unit, and then get around like this and hit like the slingers or something like that, I guess. Might be cool, but we can see Panda moving up. I think he should have just walked up his troops slowly in the beginning, and once he got in range of the Eastern Slingers, then he should have started running, because now his troops will actually get tired much quicker, I think. But anyway, Eastern Slingers firing into the tribals, still into the shielded side, so they will not take as much damage, but still they're starting to drop. And now the Bactrian Noble Horse get charged by the Noble Horse of Panda Warrior, so some miss micro here by Greek Iraklis. Ooh, it's really serious miss micro here. And we see the raiding horse also coming in to support against the Bactrian Noble Horse. This Noble Horse will have no issues dealing with the Bactrian Noble Horse and Scythian Horse Archers. There's not going to be a problem for Panda Warrior at all. I think now Panda Warrior, he should just go in and support his cavalry engagement, because this is definitely going to be a very effective trade for Panda Warrior. Just look at the Noble Horse dying, because this Noble Horse was not injured at all from the beginning, whereas the Bactrian Noble Horse took damage from raiding horse, Levy Freeman and such. So this is very good for Panda Warrior. Like, this is a very efficient trade, especially once he gets these Spear Warriors in, because these guys are just, they just destroy cavalry. That's what they do. So here they are. Are they actually in range to throw jabs? Apparently they are not. But I don't think they even need to throw jabs. They just need to go in there and fight. So here comes a cav charge with the Bactrian Royal Cav, doing lots of damage to the tribals, but in return getting javelined to death. They have lost a lot of men. So I don't think that was actually a trade that was good for Greek Iraklis, despite getting damaged under the tribals. And look at this Levy Freeman just taking down the Bactrian Royal Cav to 29 men. Bactrian Noble Horse off the field. So again, Panda with really good trades in this game, I think. Anyway, and I'm not sure how Greek Iraklis is going to do this. So again, this tribal warrior actually engaging the Bactrian Noble Horse. It's killing the Noble Horse here. and damaging the... Wow, the tribal warrior here. That's such an anti-cap unit. Levy Freeman also coming in. And here comes Panda. He's going to go on the aggressive because... On the offensive because he feels like he has an advantage. And he definitely has an advantage at this point. Let's look at the raiding horse doing more and more damage onto these Bactrian noble horse. Scythian horse archers running over here with the Bactrian noble horse. But Panda warrior is just going to chase him to the end of the map. And just... He should be able to pull off a victory here since his tribals are almost not even, barely even damaged so far. Like, they will destroy thoraxes and pikes, especially as they're levy pikes. Okay, maybe they won't kill the pikes from the front, but there's definitely enough infantry for Panda to go around and flank. This light horse here by Panda may actually get into the Eastern Slingers, and if it does, it's really light. And here come the jabs by it, apparently. He's getting into the Eastern Slingers, and not only that, but he's doing a lot of not really doing a lot of damage with it, but manages to stop the force of Greek Iraklis so that his own infantry can go in. And now the raiding horse got in, they charged in the thoraxes and the levy pikes, and they routed the Eastern Slingers off the field, so this is big. Look at this light horse just stopping all these units and allowing this tribal warrior to go in. Now the levy pike will get engaged, and the thoraxes as well. Like, at this point, Greek Iraklis is just so disorganized. He has to retreat over on this side as Panda warrior pushes forward. Panda's also sending raiding horsemen around to see if he can do damage to the Scythians and the Bactrian noble horse. It's looking really good for Panda every minute, and some nice javelins into the rear of the levy pikes. Charging frontally into thoraxes. The thoraxes didn't even get their jabs off, I think. Or maybe actually they did, but the second jab throw didn't happen. Now he's obviously not going to charge levy pikes frontally. He's just going to throw jabs at them. Raiding horsemen engaging here, doing as much damage as they can. This raiding horseman will die to Bactrian noble horse and Scythian horse archers, but it's going to do a lot of damage and keep those units out of the fight. Tribal warrior over here needs to be pulled back by Panda, and he is going to pull it back. Didn't really lose a single man levy pike, but done some HP damage onto it. Panda's actually lost a lot of his cavalry though, and he didn't knock out all the Eastern Slingers. There's still one Eastern Slinger left. Oh, he has a raiding horseman left to kill those two Eastern Slingers, actually. And he has the noble horse. That is just going to destroy this Bactrian noble horse. Not with levy pike support though. The levy pike unit here is going to do damage, but it's not actually, it's doing weird things this one. But we can clearly see that Tylus's main line is just crushing through the thoraxes and even the pikes frontally. Like, doesn't really matter. Ooh, and nice jabs into the rear of these levy pikes. Levy pikes just skewering the noble horse though, so these guys may actually be cost effective because they destroyed so many noble horse and they're still destroying them. So very well done by them, but the levy pikes here not really doing too much against tribals. You can see the old sworns of Panda warrior running around, and they're going to be able to flank. Some nice jabs into the Bactrian noble horse here. So indeed, Panda should be able to win this, even though his noble horse kind of got destroyed here by pikes. But didn't matter, the levy pikes got flanked by tribals. I don't really see... I don't see Bactria winning from this point anyways. So let's actually just zoom in a little bit. Look at the action as those tribals wreck the thoraxes. And there's no way that thoraxes can beat tribals. Like, there's just no way. These guys are kind of like doing weird things. So yeah, some rear charges with the old swords should rout the thoraxes. Just look at this charge. Into the rear, destroying the thoraxes, routing them off the field, and this should basically be game. Still some units left for Greek Iraklis, but not really enough to deal with this whole army of Tylian? Tylesian? I don't know. Tylian, I think. Infantry, I guess. So this is quite cool. Well, the solid pick by Panda Warrior just managing to do well here against the less conventional thing by Iraklis. Bacteria not so good against Tylus, especially on Armavir, so Iraklis was up against it, I suppose, ever since, I mean, from the get-go, from the deployment phase. So let's see the unit statistics. Bacteria and Rollcab not doing what they needed to do. Basically, none of the units for Greek Iraklis did any damage besides the Horse Archers. And I don't even know if the Horse Archers got cost effective. I don't think they did. Nothing did well in his army. Whereas for Panda, his tribals killed. His noble horse did damage. His raiding horse did a lot of work on these Bactrian nobles. And this is why the Bactrian nobles didn't really do enough damage, because so much of their HP was taken away by raiding horse and levy freemen and spear warriors, so they weren't able to do what they needed to do, basically. Like, I mean, they were so weak by the point the battle actually started. These Celtic skirmishers and Northern Thracian peltasts, so many kills, I didn't even see what they were targeting. Light Horse didn't really do much in terms of kills, but it actually played a massive role in this battle. With one unit of Light Horse, he stopped the whole army of Greek Iraklis. Well, not the whole army, but like kind of 1/3 of his army, I would like to say. And then he was able to charge in with tribals and destroy that part of the army. So, despite the Light Horse not getting the kills it needed to be cost effective, it did very, 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 very well. Like, basically one of the only things it could have done in this game, stop a huge part of the army of Greek Iraklis from running away and then engaging with like other units, allowing other units to engage Greek Iraklis' army. I mean, anyway, see you in game number 2. Currently 1-0 for Panda Warrior. So this is game 2. We have Nemetasena as our map. Greek Iraklis is actually playing as Parthia, whereas we have Armenia for Panda Warrior. I'm gonna go into slow motion, of course. So here is the build of Greek Iraklis. We have 2 noble horse archers. Actually 3 if you count his general, who actually seems to be a strategist general. We have Indian war elephants on the field. Also 2, 3, 4, 5 noble blood cav. Wow, interesting. Then on each flank we have Persian hoplites and a front line of 4 Parthian swords. Very, very cool by Greek Iraklis, I think. I kind of like this army. The Indian war elephant, though, is very risky, and I would prefer Scythian horse archers, but I like the idea of noble horse archers too. Now, what does Panda Warrior have? Well, he's playing as Armenia. He has, I think, 3 horse archers. Indeed. Then on his left flank, we can see 2 Eastern Cataphracts with a Cappadocian and a Persian cavalry. On the right flank, a Royal Cataphract Strategist General, 2 Eastern, actually not 2 Eastern Cataphracts, 1 Eastern Cataphract, 1 Persian cavalry, and a Noble Blood Cav. In terms of skirmishes, he actually has, I believe, 4 Eastern Slingers? No, 3 Eastern Slingers, 1 Eastern Archer, and then just 2 Eastern Spearmen. So huge, huge cavalry component for Panda. Whereas we have more infantry for Greek Iraklis. And I think this build for Greek Iraklis might actually be able to work, because he has all of this infantry, and if he can get the jabs off on onto the cataphracts and other cavalry units, and then go in with his noble blood cav, I think he could do really well. Even if he can also try skirmishing with the noble horse archers. Now he's gonna pull away the Spurgeon hoplite, which is not a bad idea, because Spurgeon hoplite has a lot of armor, so it can block missiles quite well and waste the horse archer's ammo. Taking a lot of damage though from the horse archers. So Basically, what Panda Warrior has to do this game is he has to... Wow, they're really actually falling quite rapidly, despite their high armor. The horse archers. I guess it's the heavy shot coming into play here. Anyway, we see that the normal horse archers aren't really doing too much here, whereas the horse archers are killing. They're really destroying this Persian hoplite. Using a lot of ammo to do this, but I guess it's still worth it for him. But I think, like, if he kills this unit, he still should keep enough ammo to get rid of the elephant, because the horse archers will be instrumental against the elephant, as well as the slingers. Because basically, I think that in this game, if he can get rid of the elephant, he's definitely gonna win here. I don't understand the flaming shot though, unless he wants to charge the hoplites right now. I think which is something that he may actually decide to do. But I don't think he's going for it, no. He's still using flaming shot, so... kind of a waste by Panda there to use flaming shot instead of going for regular shot or heavy shot, I think. Heavy shot being the best in this situation, I think, especially against stationary units. So yeah, he almost killed this Persian hoplite. I don't know how much ammo he used. He should still have plenty of ammo though, so I guess that was worth it. But against these units, he should be alright with just using his cavalry. Like if he gets really nice charges off. Like for instance, he can charge into the hoplites and then pull out. If he can micro it properly. But his main line, he actually has 3 Eastern Spearmen, not 2, my bad. His main line will not hold against Parthian swordsmen. I think at this point what Panda has to do is he has to engage the Parthian swordsmen frontally, as there is no cavalry around. Like the cavalry is on the flanks for Greek Iraklis. There's nothing in the center. So he has to block the Parthian swords or like kill them with his cavalry. They do a lot of damage to them. So the horse archer is actually trying to do something and jabs onto the horse archers, killing a few of them. And now we see the cavalry for Panda again doing as expected. He's gonna go straight into the Parthian swordsman from the front. Lots of damage done here, but ooh, we see an interception happening here by Greek Iraklis. And these units aren't charging for Panda as well. And his right flank. Okay, here we go. We have a trample charge into the Parthian swordsman. The Parthian swordsman will die. He should pull through and get to these guys, maybe get another charge off, but he isn't. And his Royal Cataphract General is about to get charged. Oh, he does activate trample, but I don't think he gets the charge off though. At least not the best charge. So his Eastern Spearmen are going to die really quickly. They're getting a few kills against the Parthian swordsman, but not really worth it. He's gonna kill the Noble Bloodcav, nice targeting, and then he should pull out his Eastern Cataphract though. But we see that we have Noble Bloodcav getting into the Eastern Archers, so definitely not looking as good for Panda. Because if he loses all his Horse Archers and his Slingers, like there's gonna be very little that he has against the War Elephants. And these Eastern Cataphracts here will not do too well, I think. Oh, the Eastern Cataphracts might actually start routing soon. So, again, like, as long as he targets, yeah, he has to target the cavalry, Panda, I think. Because if he targets the cavalry, he should be in a really good position. He has to pull out this Cappadocian cavalry from here. I don't think he needs it here. And this Parthian swordsman will just die. So I think at this point, actually, Panda Warrior has a good shot. If he can make sure that this Noble Horse Archer can't get into his slingers or anything. And he's actually getting caught by the Parthian swordsman. That's not good. Still has his Royal Cataphract Gen though. And he didn't really provide necessary support for his Eastern Cataphract, I think. So this Noble Bloodcav will survive here. There's still more cavalry left for Greek Iraklis. Now we have Royal Cataphracts and Cappadocian Cav charging Parthian swords from all angles. So the Parthian swords will not be too good, will not be having a great time. However, what this means is that Panda Warrior may not have enough to defend his skirmishers, and he's actually pushing them up too far, I think. Noble Bloodcav may actually get into the Horse Archers. I think he just sent his Noble Bloodcav too late. So yeah, now the Horse Archers are engaged. Who the Noble Bloodcav will actually get a lot of kills despite dying over here. At least the Persian cavalry here will die. He has to pull it out here. I think he is pulling it out. The Cappadocian Cav and Royal Cataphracts getting rid of the Parthian sword unit. So I think, yeah, I would still give the edge to Panda Warrior at this point. but the Persian cavalry is actually engaged here still, so that is not good. And he has to use his units properly against the noble horse archers, and like he has to get rid of the Indian war elephants. That's the main thing. Here we go, nice charge into the Parthian swords. These guys should rout, but oh, he shoots his own. He's shooting his own cavalry, his own general, so that's not good. Here come the horse archers though. They're really close to the war elephants, so this is gonna be really good for Panda if they run amok, but they're not running amok, and the horse archers are actually gonna get caught by the war elephants. That's not good for Panda, and he's mismicroing a lot here as well. Noble horse archers might actually be able to get into the eastern slingers, but eastern spearmen are ready here. The horse archers are wavering, and the royal cataphract general is not doing too well because it's being targeted by noble horse archers. So actually, ooh, the war elephants are gonna start falling soon, I think, because the eastern slingers are targeting them. This noble bloodcalf is going to lose against this one apparently. But ooh, some is micro by Panda with his horse archers and eastern slingers. Definitely not doing what he's supposed to do. Now the Indian war elephants are coming in, and they might be able to do the damage they need, but they're getting focused by the eastern slingers. Actually, no, these guys aren't focusing the war elephants, so that's not good for Panda. Eastern spearmen will actually beat that Parthian sword, I think. And wow, looks like I think that actually Greek Iraklis may have enough to win this at this point, because look, this Persian hoplite actually won here, and will be able to stop the eastern slingers. And the Indian war elephant is still alive. This noble bloodcalf isn't being used, but Cappadocian caught up to noble horse. That's really good. But once this noble horse general engages in melee against eastern archers, it should be game, because the elephant is still standing strong despite all the eastern slingers firing at it, and the horse archers fired as well. Elephant standing really strong right now, and I guess it is game, and Greek Iraklis does tie up the series 1-1. Really nice job by Greek Iraklis. So gonna be playing a tiebreaker match, but unfortunately I don't have the replay for the last game. I can tell you the result though, and it is that Panda Warrior won. And like, well, obviously you know the result since the other match is the semifinals match that Panda played is up on my channel, so of course you would know the result. But anyway, that is the game, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, really subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.